Maybe I should make this a little higher. There we are. I got my Paul McCartney shirt on. This is from when I saw him in concert in 2005. So I just shared a stream announcement, like several Discord chats and a couple people in Telegram. So I'm gonna just wait around a bit and see who comes to watch. Yeah, I've got a bunch of ingredients laid out here. Shoot, I just remember I printed out the instructions. Just a moment, let me go grab that. Okay, I had almost everything on me. Hello, Ken? Oh! Hello. Yeah. Just grabbing the list of ingredients and instructions. Well, first step, preheat the oven to 425, so. Whew, that was really hard. Yeah, well, we're gonna need to do that. Yeah, wait for a few more people. Hello. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait for a few more people to come in before I start. Yeah, the other day, well, yeah, I started streaming on Twitch like earlier this week. My first time was on Monday, but that stream unfortunately is now lost media because I didn't know that I had to turn on a certain setting to like actually save your streams. But now this time I made sure to activate that setting, so the stream I did on Tuesday and this stream should be saved, and sooner or later I'll post them to YouTube also. Yeah, I'm still learning the ropes and everything. This is my third time. I mean, I did live stream way in the distant past on, I think the website was called Ustream. But, and most of those streams are lost. There were a couple I did save, but they're on a separate live stream channel that I've never used. But I might now start using it now that I'm doing Twitch videos. Yeah, so... while I'm still waiting, I'll show off something I made the other day. Oh, well, there's only one left. I made pasties. It's like, I'm trying to remember, it was a recipe my friend shared with me. I made more than one, but that's the one that's left. But it has potato. Normally, the recipe I was given had steak, but I couldn't find steak in the store, so I just used ham. There's like a turnip. I don't remember what it's called. Ruga beta, something like that. Yeah, and I made my own dough also. However, I have a lot of leftover. I put them in the fridge. I had a lot of leftovers that I didn't use for the pasties, and if I have extra time after putting the pie in the oven, I might make a stew with these, with all the leftover stuff. Oh, since I have, might as well pull out pie crust as well. Yeah, and I made sure to buy a new pie pan as well, because well, we have pie pans here at home, but it's just I tend to misplace them, and some of them aren't like big enough or deep enough, and so to make sure that I don't have any like mishaps, I bought a brand new one that's I think should be deep enough for everything we're gonna make. I'm gonna just before I begin, just make sure I have everything I need. Right, high crust. Oh, sugar. Sugar. Do I have the salt? Oh, salt over here. Cinnamon, that's right here. Cloves, here. Yeah. Pumpkin, vanilla essence or vanilla extract. Eggs, there. Lemon. Milk and cream is in the fridge. I'll keep those cool. Alright. Yeah, the oven's still going right now. Yeah, it's supposed to be 425, so yeah, I guess I'll talk about the recipe I'm making. How many of you have ever listened to the Paul McCartney album Flaming Pie from 1997? You know, if it's not obvious from my shirt, I'm a Beatles fan and I like but I also like their solo stuff. And Flaming Pie is a really good album Paul did in the 90s. And starting in I think 2010, he started like re-releasing some of his old albums. And it was like the Paul McCartney Archive Collection or something like that. And usually it would be like a 2 CD set where disc 1 is the regular album, then disc 2 is bonus features. But then he'd also do deluxe versions of them, and which would have more CDs, more outtakes, and sometimes documentaries. And in I think it was 2020, he released. This was very kind of unusual because he was mostly releasing his Wings albums and some of his '80s albums in this remastered collection, but as a surprise, he did one of his 90s albums, Flaming Pie, and I have the deluxe version here. All the other remasters I have are just the regular versions, 2-disc, but for this one I decided to get, just out of curiosity, to get the deluxe version. And if I open it up, yeah, it's got like some letter from Paul. And in case you're wondering, these are like they got a number on them, kind of similar to the White Album. Mine is 3,311. I don't know if that's anything significant, but anyway, you open it up. I mean, I already took the making of book out. And you also get this gatefoldy thing. It has the CD plus a bunch of bonus stuff. Like B-sides, or the In the World documentary, and there's also like recordings of Paul talking about all the instruments he uses, and there's also like replicas of like a lot of his song notes, and like a newsletter he put out called the Club Sandwich. And here's like a songbook or something, which I think is supposed to basically be a replica of like more of his song notes. Yeah. So he went above and beyond with these special editions. But the most interesting thing, the thing I want to make to be the topic, in the making of book here, on one page, he has this. Flaming Pies, 6 pie recipes from his late wife, Linda McCartney. And for those of you who don't know, Linda died, I think, in 1998 of breast cancer. So it is kind of sad watching the making of documentary that's included with the album, where it's basically Paul and Linda's last months together, if you think about it. But anyway, they give 6 little pie recipes: cheddar cheese pie, pumpkin pie, which is what I'm gonna make, tomato pie, beefless pie, apple pie, and coconut cream pie. I can't help but think about the movie Sweeney Todd. The song, "The Worst Pies in London." Or here I'm going to be making "The Worst Pies in NorCal." Whatever. Don't worry. Paul and Linda were vegetarian, so I'm not going to be like stuffing people I hate into these and make human meat pies or anything. So don't worry about that. Alright, so anywho, had to fight to get this account working again. Haven't used it in 5+ years. Wow. I guess you had to like log in or anything. But anyway, I'll move aside these. I did. Oh, I just realized that's sticking out. I did want to like one day review, do a review of Flaming Pie and all the special features and everything, but I haven't like gotten around to that. I did think of like reviewing the album while I was making this pie, but I haven't listened to it recently. Maybe in a future stream I'll bake another one of these pie recipes. So I'll just move these out of the way. Alright. 2:30, it's still going. So I guess I'll begin some of the easy steps first. Alright, so preheat oven, prepare a flame. Well, still need to wait for the oven to heat up. I will have to grate this lemon. I want a larger cutting board. Put the lemon rind on. So, let's see. I'll start with mixing all this stuff first. Sugar, 4 ounces, or family texting me, so just ignore that. Let's see, 4 ounces of sugar. Well, then I'll have to just get the food scale. Oh, and behind my camera, you'd probably see in the reflection, I got one of those white light things that help with lighting. Because when I did my drawing stream on Tuesday, I thought the lights didn't, that there wasn't enough light to, if I try to hold up my sketch pad, it'd be in shadow, so I thought I'd get one of those ring light things. Actually, I could probably turn on the lights in the living room also. There. Yeah, I don't know if we really need any more lights, but oh well. Oh, shoot. I'll get a spoon now. Spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down. I should not sing. I'm not a singer. Oh. There we go, 4 ounces. Something I was thinking of, like pulling the camera up a bit closer, so yeah, you can actually see what I'm doing. There we go, get all up close and personal. Here we are. Yeah, this is. Wish I could. Let's see. Next. Let's see. Salt. How much? Well, it just says pinch of salt, so. The pinch is not exactly an exact measurement, so. Alright, pinch of salt. Spices, so that would be, let's see. Half teaspoon. Oh wait, ground sugar. Shoot. This is granulated sugar. That's a little confusing, having 2 versions of sugar. Yeah, so you have 4 ounces of sugar and then ground sugar. Oh shoot. Okay, that's something in the recipe I should have paid a little more attention to. My bad. Yeah, that's one of the things about doing art streams or cooking online. Like, any of your mistakes that you make, they're going to be broadcast onto the internet. So people are going to make fun of me for this. But anyway, well, let's see. What is it? Half teaspoon. I'll just put in a little bit more. We'll just have to compensate. Alright, let's see. Spices, so just reading how much I need to put of everything. Teaspoon ground cinnamon. Let me get... Whoops. Should I take the cinnamon challenge here? Just kidding. Yeah, there we are. Okay. Cinnamon, ground, half teaspoon ground cloves. Get the this. Oh, it smells good. There we are. I have done pumpkin pies before, so this isn't my first time doing this. The oven is at 357. I'll just put away anything I use, so I know I've already used it. Okay. Cinnamon, ginger. How much ginger? Oh shoot. Did I forget to add ginger to my list? Or maybe I accidentally typed sugar instead of ginger. Shoot. Okay, I'm gonna have to open up the actual flaming pie book. I might have made a typo. And I'm gonna transcribe the recipe. Sugar, Half teaspoon ground. Oh, half teaspoon ground ginger. That's the problem. I typed sugar twice. Okay, do I have a pen somewhere? There. There, I mean, I don't know if that'll be clear. Yeah. Ginger. That's why. Okay. I was clearly typing too fast. Okay. There we are. Alrighty. Enjoy getting your laundry, Wax Badger. Anyway. There we are. Let's see. Alright, spices, large. Oh, it says to mix them, so stir, whip, stir, whip, stir, stir, whip, whip, stir, whip, stir, whip, stir, stir, whip, whip. And it's spinning around a little even. Okay, mix sugar, salt, spices. Okay, so let's see. Add pumpkin, vanilla, eggs, and lemon, and mix these. Oh well, since I'm going to be doing the lemon, might as well. Just a moment. Put stuff away. Alright, so get to watch me shave a lemon. What I'll do with the rest of the lemon, I don't know. Since I'm going to be touching the lemon, I thought there, wash my hands. Let's see. Just being careful not to grind my own fingers. We have a lemon tree in the backyard, so that's where I got this lemon. I didn't have to actually pay for it. Oh. Oven's done, so. Oh, grow your own citrus. Is it too cold in Colorado? All that snow and everything? I thought so. I remember like the first time I did a pumpkin pie, I think I substituted like some like ground orange instead of the shavings from a lemon. Oh, shoot. lemon rinds, and else. All right, there we go. I think that's good. This lemon is well shaved. Well, nice to see you too, Furball. Oops. Well, afraid to like. Okay, so the inside of this is. Yeah, so now I'm. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Lemon rinds. What I'll do with the rest of the lemon, I don't know. I might squeeze it and make lemonade. The worst lemonade in NorCal. Alright, I don't need this, so I'll just toss it in the sink. Yeah, I saw the sugar out here. I don't need this. Well, you can see what I have so far here. Let's see. Oh, it might as well put away. I don't think I need the food scale. Do I? Actually, I'll need fluid ounces of milk and cream later, so I'll keep this out, actually. Yeah, mix. Have the pumpkin, vanilla. All right. Well, before I go any further with this, let me, oops. Do the pie crust. Just in case, I'll wash my hands again before I handle this. If I remember correctly, yeah. But if I remember correctly, like, you want to like poke some holes in the pie crust? Because there was one time I made a pie and like I put the crust in the oven and it inflated, and I thought to myself, oh shit, I was supposed to like poke a hole in the middle so it doesn't do that. It's like, again, one of the things about streaming food on Twitch or anywhere else, all your mistakes will go out to the internet. So if I burn myself or cut something off, you know, everyone on the internet can laugh at me or share in my pain, whichever. There's the pie dough. And I probably could have like, well actually wait, I can probably stretch it out a bit. You need to oil or grease the pie. Oh, like underneath? on the inside. The instructions didn't, let's see, let me, prepare the flan case and bake it blind. It just says bake it blind. It didn't say to like, put anything in it first. But if I need to grease it, well, I can just spray it with Pam, can't I? Like this. All right, there we go. I do wonder if I should have gotten like a momento. Now, this is a joke. Maybe I'll send my friend a link. How ironic. There, I'll send my friend a link. Like, if you want to watch me. I'm gonna sing to, yeah. Ironically, the friend that was trying to call me, it was the friend that showed me the movie Sweeney Todd, and also parts of the play version, where they have the actress for Mrs. Potts is Mrs. Lovett. Yeah, and she sings the worst pies in London. Okay, now I have to go back to my chat. It's kind of funny seeing myself. Okay. Again, wash my hands because I touched my iPad screen. I'm just a little paranoid because it's just a habit I've developed after working fast food like a decade ago. I hope never again. Okay. Yeah, all right. Yeah, okay, so let me... Stab! There. A couple holes, just to make sure, and I guess I could... I don't remember if I do this step like at the end or the beginning. Okay, there we go. All right, well, just, I'm a little paranoid, so just stabbing a few more holes to make sure this does not turn into a balloon when I put it in the oven. We're making flaming pies, not flaming balloons. And then it goes in for like 5 minutes. The steps don't say anything about like brushing it with butter or anything. I was kind of just going off what the little instruction booklet says. Okay. In 5 minutes. There. All right, where was I think I was doing in the middle of this. Let's see. Okay, add the pumpkin, vanilla. Well, I'll add the. How much vanilla extract does it want? Again, ½ teaspoon. I'll rinse this off really quick. There we go. I forget where I put the vanilla extract. I don't know. What if I did something really wild? I don't know. Add some extra spice like chili powder or something. Make this an actual flaming pie. Extract. Okay, so let's see what else. Vanilla eggs. Oh, I guess I'll do the eggs. There we go. Wash my hands after handling eggs. I don't know if like you have to put everything in a particular order, but let's see. Hopefully it doesn't matter. You have so far. But I haven't mixed it yet. And now, the actual pumpkin. Okay. Oh, come on. There we go. Wash the spoon. Just in case. Rinse it off a bit. Okay. Maybe I'll raise this up a little bit. Okay, minute left. Look at all this mush. And get every little scoop of pumpkin out of there. Okay, I think the crust is done. Okay, well, look at that. I'm gonna mix it in a bit. There. There's the pie crust. I'll just put that on the stove over here. Now. All right, so mix it around. Stir, whip, stir, whip, stir, stir, whip, whip, stir, whip, stir, whip, stir, stir, whip, whip, stir, whip, stir, whip, stir, stir, whip, whip. Yeah. Look at that. Look at all this mush. I saw some yellow, white stuff. I was afraid for a moment some of the paper from the can had gotten in, but no, it's just, I guess, egg stuff. Eventually, we'll have to get the milk and cream. There we go. Look at how shocked Paul looks on my shirt. He's probably either thinking, wow, this pumpkin pie looks amazing, or, you know, like, or maybe he's like shocked at how horrible it is. I don't know. It could be go either way. I'm glad you think it's satisfying. Well, let me toss this. What am I keeping this here for? Put that back in the fridge. You know, maybe in the future I'll do another pie recipe. I've done, I think, 5 of the recipes except the coconut one. It's hard to choose which one's my favorite. I mean, I do like pumpkin pie, but I like the cheesy pie recipe and the tomato pie. Quite a bit of recycling to throw away later. Okay, so 4 fluid ounces of milk and cream. And my brother is lactose intolerant, so we always have lactose-free milk here at home. All right, I'm gonna use the same measuring cup. Weigh how much? I'll rinse it first. So I guess over here. Really, that's 4 ounces? Okay, let me check something just to make sure I'm not like measuring something wrong. Just want to check. Okay, fluid ounces to cups. 1.2. Oh, wow. That's not a lot. 0.12 cups. I just wanted to make sure I'm doing this right, because it's not a whole lot. And the heavy cream. Oh, I put in 5 ounces, but no matter. All right. All right, let me toss this in the sink. Well, I don't think I need the scale here anymore. And just in case, I'll wash my hands one more time. And then I'll start mixing what's here. Alrighty, so here we go. There's the cream and milk. Nope, I gotta be. I could probably use a blender or something, but I'm doing this by hand. But this does smell really good. Does that, and stir well to a very thick, soupy consistency. I hope I understood the instructions correctly about like how much milk and cream I put in. Stir, whip, stir, whip, stir, stir, whip, whip, stir, whip, stir, whip, stir, stir, whip, whip. Should I put in some more cream? Because it says stir very well to a very thick, soupy consistency. Well, I don't know. For some reason, when they say soupy consistency, I thought they wanted something more liquid. Maybe I should get a bigger spoon. I remember there was one time I made one of these pies, and I think I put in the wrong kind of sugar, and Dad told me it didn't taste as sweet. But this time I should have the right sugar. All right, does that look good? Just want to make sure. I'm asking chat for their opinion. Alrighty. Yeah. Yeah, maybe just one more minute and then toss it into the crust. Yeah, this really works out your arm. Alrighty. Alright. Okay, I don't know if it's cooled enough, but just to be safe. Okay, it's just really warm. Not like scalding hot. So pour the pumpkin filling into the pie shell and bake for 20 minutes, and then we lower the heat and then bake for another 40 minutes. As much of this pie stuff in there. Oh shoot, I just noticed a bit of the crust there tore. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's... Yeah, I guess, well, it wasn't exactly something in my control. As much pumpkin stuff, and I'll spread it around. Yeah, maybe this dish was a little too deep. Maybe I should have, I don't know, rushed to Safeway or something and get even more in pumpkin and everything. Yeah, I was afraid there'd be like I don't know, too much of the filling, but it's like, there's like, I think the first or second time the pie filling was like almost to the top, and I had to very, very carefully put it in. Okay, I'm probably not going to get any more out of this. It's probably... Okay, so anyway... Okay. Okay, there we go. There we are. Yeah, I probably got a pie dish that's a little too deep, but oh well. I mean, I wasn't sure how... I didn't remember how much filling this was going to be. So maybe next time I'll use one of the more shallow ones that we already have. But anyway, let's see. Put it in for 20 minutes. And then I lower the heat to 275 and bake for another 40. Yeah. Just clean off the pie filling off my hand. go. Now we just wait. But I had a backup plan. I was thinking of turning this into a stew. I was looking up like simple stew recipes. Let's say just like 3 cups or something. I mean, I already have potatoes, a rutabaga, ham and carrots. So it's like, you know, I already have a bunch of stuff here. There's some liquid. Let me drain the liquid. Okay. There. So anyway, let's see. I do have some chicken stock here, but I don't know if I want to use it. So I'm gonna switch over to the stove over here. Right. Oh, and just to make sure my camera doesn't run out of power. Yeah, so here I don't really have an exact recipe, so I'm gonna just improvise a bit. So if I screw up or anything, it's on me. There we go. All right, I'll fill this with like 3 cups of water or something. And have the where did I shoot? Did I put? Oh yeah. Okay, let me just really quick clean that. Trying to remember, like, when doing a stew, like, do I boil the water first and then put in the stuff, or put in the stuff first with the water and boil it that way? Let me just look up easy stew recipe really quick before I do anything stupid. Well, just how much water or stock do I put in? That's just what I want to know. Just want a recommendation. Three tablespoons vegetable oil. Well, I probably should put in some vegetable oil just to be safe. Yeah, sorry, I'm off on the side here. I'm just okay. So yeah, I'm just. Since I already have all my ingredients here, I'm just like trying to figure out trying to read about recommendations. Okay, I guess I'll... Okay, I'm gonna kind of improvise a bit here. So... Like this. Let's just heat up and then we'll just toss in my ingredients over here. Yeah, I'm just searching. Alright, I guess I'll toss in all the stuff. Let this cook for a couple minutes. Maybe I'll then toss in some of the chicken stock I have. For like 5 minutes or so. I'll stir it around. I'm kind of just improvising at this point. I don't have a recipe for these. So if I do something dumb, it's on me. Maybe I'll toss in a bit of salt and pepper. Just a little bit. Any other spices I'd want? Oregano, what the hell? Thyme. Yeah, I'm just improvising right now. Let's see how much longer on the pie. last week, the week before, I threw in like, did a recipe with like, where I threw in spinach or something. Do I still have spinach left? Maybe I could just, for fun, toss some spinach on top. Oh yes, I do still have some spinach leaves. Again, I'm just improvising here. I don't have a recipe or anything on mind. I did a recipe last week that had baby spinach in it, and but you know, since I still have some left over, I might as well make good use of it. In case you want to know how it looks. If there's anyone that's late watching the stream, the pie I'm making is baking right now. In the past time, I was gonna take some leftover ingredients I made yesterday and make a stew out of this. But like, I'm not following any particular recipe with this. This is just me doing stuff off the top of my head. All right. This will put in. Whoops. Cut to the chicken stock. Then we'll just put a cover on it. Let it stew for like, I don't know, a few minutes. There. Oh shoot, where did I put the cap? I'm so forgetful. Oh, there it is. I'll just mix it around a bit. In case you want to see. No, put the chicken stock away. And I'll put a lid on this. Oh, it's the lid in. Might be in the dishwasher. Or it might be in the sink. Yeah, let's stir this around a bit more. Okay, 5 more minutes. I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom soon. But I don't want to leave the pie unattended when you load the temperature. Just trying to find the right size lid. Is it this one? Okay, there we go. I'll lower the heat to a simmer. All right, there we go. Yeah, we're gonna just Alexa, start a timer for 15 minutes.
15 minutes, starting now.
Yeah, so again, I'm just totally improvising here. I'm not really sure how this is going to come out. I guess this is kind of a test. Seeing, I'm not sure that's the right lid I want. There's a lid that like has little holes in it. this thing to overheat. Now let's vent a little bit. Where is it? Oh well. I'll just let it be. See, how much longer does I wonder if you'll be able to eat all, quite a bit of food. I was gonna eat all of it tonight. I mean, I didn't have all of the shoot, what is it called? Pasties? The stuff I made yesterday. This thing, yeah, the pasties or whatever, pastos, whatever they're called. I mean, I made 7 of these yesterday, but I didn't have all of them. I left a few. So the stew I'm making, like I can just have a little bit for tonight and then have the rest maybe tomorrow. I don't know if my brother would eat this. I'm not sure if he's a fan of onions, which this contains some onions. Plus the pumpkin pie can last a few days. Right. It's like watching paint dry, just standing here. You know, if the pot explodes or something, the kitchen would be ruined, but it'd probably make a hell of a clips video on YouTube or something. Watch this kitchen self-destruct. The pie has just under 2 minutes left, and then I lower the heat to 275, and then it just stays there for another 40 minutes. I did have an idea for waiting a long time, that maybe I start drawing on camera or something while we're waiting for the food to cook. Because this pie is going to be in there for like almost an hour. That's the 1 minute warning. Clean up some stuff here. Okay, when the pie is ready, I guess I'll amazing action watching me lower the temperature on the oven. I could 3, 2, 1. Alright, dismiss. Okay. Where do I go? It's 275, if I remember. Yeah, 275. And then another 40 minutes. Well, Alexa, how much time left?
You have 9 minutes and 40 seconds left on your 15-minute timer.
Ah, okay. I need to go to the bathroom, so BRB. Oh, hello, Kit. Yeah, the oven makes a piano sound effect. So I'm gonna just bathroom. I guess you can just watch this, for a while. Un momento. I could take the iPad with me to the toilet and, continue chatting, but I think I'd rather not. Wait, I could just do this. Why didn't I think of this? There, sorry, nature calls. On YouTube, I might just cut this out. Or like I put a time passes thing. Okay, I'm back. Well, I see the pot is steaming. Pie looks okay. Alexa, how much time left?
You have 4 minutes and 30 seconds left on your 15-minute timer.
Okay. boiling. Smells pretty good. I can smell the chicken. Yeah. Oh, I guess I might as well type. I'm back. Well, obviously I'm back. You've seen me on camera. But I guess, I don't know. Just to let chat know. So while we're waiting, I did bring my sketchbook with me down here. Find a blank page where I haven't drawn something embarrassing. Where's this go? Yeah, just a moment. I'm still here. Oh, like that. I brought some comic books with me. Oh, and I got pencil sharpeners, some new ones, so I won't have the problem like on. Right, yeah, on Tuesday's stream, I used this pencil to do some sketches of Domino and my other characters, but I lost my pencil sharpener, and so this got very blunt. But I made sure to buy some new ones. Ah, here we go. Alexa, how much time left?
You have 1 minute and 40 seconds left on the 15-minute timer.
Well, of course, I'll wash my hands yet again after handling my art supplies. Come on. This is some tough plastic, jeez. I was trying to cut it with the scissors. I guess I'll just use this one. I don't know what I'll draw. Ah, shoot. I hate when that happens. Maybe I should use this one. Use it over the garbage. Oh, wait, there's a little cap on this. I didn't realize that. Well, that's a courtesy. Alexa, stop. Oh, damn it, not again. Okay, this pencil does not like being sharpened. Like, I sharpen it and then the pointy part comes off. I guess I just have to be really careful or something. I'm gonna check on my stew over there. Okay, this is getting ridiculous. Just keep breaking the lead. Oh, damn it. I've probably already gone through a good amount of this pencil anyway. This is ridiculous. Yes, you get to see amazing pencil sharpener trouble action. Maybe I just be really, really, really careful. Wow, that's pitiful. I'll just stick with my mechanical pencil here. I don't only use this for, like, you know, if I was using the big sketch pad. But anyway, since the timer went off, let's check on how the stew is doing. But first, of course, wash my hands. Lava mis manos. Voila, mis manos son limpios. I don't know what the Spanish equivalent of voila would be. I'm gonna drip that on. How's that looking? I might turn down the heat a bit more. I'll just very careful. Stir it around. This could be stew or soup, since I put in the chicken stock. I have potatoes in here. I think, like, I'm gonna wait for them to get soft or something. Let me get a spoon. I mean, I don't think 20 minutes would be long. Well, they are pretty small parts. Let me just... Oh, they're pretty soft. Never mind. Okay, that one's a little stiffer. But I think they're fine here. I guess the really yellow ones are the rutabaga. Like, I could have sworn there was a lot wider before it was cooked. But oh well. I think this is good. Yeah, so I'll let that cool down. It's full of holes, so obviously I don't want to use that. Oh, it wasn't that hot. All right, so There we go. There. Let that cool for a couple minutes. It's still steaming. But anyway, let's see, how much time does the pie have? 23 minutes. All right, so I guess we could do some drawing. I'll just try and position the camera. Okay, I have no plan at all on what I'm gonna draw. So I'm gonna just, I don't know, this might just be an improvised thing. I did plan, like, if I did another, stream with my giant drawing pad, that I'd draw some of my other characters like James the Red Panda, but I wanted to take a photo reference and make it a different stream from my first art stream, because for the one I did on Tuesday there was like no references. That was all just out of my head, but I wanted to show the difference of what happens when I do use a reference. But I'll try and improvise something here. Maybe draw something Pi Day related. 3/14/25. Maybe Domino with a flaming pie or something. And Paul McCartney is looking on in disappointment, going, "Bloody hell, you did it wrong." All right, so I don't know if I'll have Domino looking up or down. I'll have him looking up like he's surprised. Eyes in surprise. Because this is a pie that's gone wrong. This is shoulders. And I kind of drew Domino a bit too close to the edge, but oh well. Just to show what I've done so far. Ah, shoot. Camera. Ugh. The shadow of the camera is in the way, but... Okay. There. It should be... Whoops. I was wondering, should I like... I'll have to put it here. I was wondering, like, what if I had the camera in front of me, but no. I just have to keep it there. Yeah, so there's a rough sketch of Domino, like, he's going, ah, 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 ah. Yeah, trying to hold a pie can thing that's a little too hot. Yeah, and let me bring up a picture of Paul McCartney. Like, should I draw him as like Grandpa Paul, or like Beatle Paul, or like 70s or 80s Paul, or maybe 90s Paul, since, Flaming Pie came out in the 90s. I'll just be like, whatever picture of him comes up, I'll draw that. Okay, that looks like a picture from when he did McCartney 3. I guess I'll just draw that. I'll have Paul to the side, looking very disappointed at Domino. Like, you mucked it up. Paul looking very disappointed. What if I like tried to draw a cartoon Paul from the Beatles 60s cartoon, but I just aged him up? That would look kind of weird. Or if I drew Paul from the Yellow Submarine cartoon. I mean, they already have the When I'm 64 segment where they grow, long white beards and everything, so... What am I saying? Well, I could just reference my own shirt. Because that's on camera right now. I'll just draw old man Paul. And I don't know, maybe he's face palming or something. Going like, kind of like, oh. Yeah, Paul may be an animal lover, because, he supports PETA and everything, but, a clumsy guinea pig like Domino disappoints him. Okay, I'm just gonna rough out his hair. I did have an idea of another drawing idea I had for Paul McCartney. I remember a couple of years ago there was this strange article about, I think it was in the Daily Telegraph or something, that Paul McCartney does eye yoga to like keep his eyes healthy or something. And I tried to imagine what would eye yoga look like, and I thought of like drawing my characters like Peter the Cat or something, like pulling his eyeballs out like Ren and Stimpy style and like twisting them around, trying to do eye yoga, and Paul looks at it and he's like, bloody furries. I don't know how to imagine eye yoga, how that would work. Oops. It looks like a sideburn I'm drawing. Paul's ears are hidden behind his sideburns. His old man sideburns, so I guess I won't have to worry too much. Just draw the little tip of the earlobe, and that's it. In case you're wondering, This is the picture I'm using. It's probably, this drawing will, I'm not sure if like I'll go with realistic or more cartoony or something in between. Probably something in between. I'm just trying to, I mean, this is just a normal photo I'm looking at, but I'm trying to think, how am I going to change this? Will I make Paul look pissed off or something at Domino? Or disappointed? Or maybe he's secretly finds it funny or something? Okay, well, I'll just, I don't know. It's probably not going to be that good a drawing of Paul McCartney, to be honest. Like, how do I balance, like, making Paul look good, but also, making him look like a grandpa or something? Like, I still want him to look kind of dignified. How many of you watched Paul McCartney's performance on SNL? That was like a while ago, and I remember before I watched it, I saw several people complaining that, I don't know, Paul's voice, being at 80, he's 82 going on to 83, I think. Like, he couldn't carry some notes, and I watched it. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, but still, it's like, yeah, I know, his voice isn't what it was in the 60s, but oh well. Clearly enjoys what he's doing. All right. Okay, I think I gave him like too much of a cat mouth. Whoa, I was about to give him too wide a mouth. I'll have him look like he's gritting his teeth very lightly, like he's annoyed at what Domino is doing. Okay. Yeah. Much more minutes on the... Oh, only 9 more minutes. It's looking all pretty toasted. Jeez, I hope I'm not burning it. Well, I do have to put it in the fridge for a bit. You know, they just want to see Paul when they want to hear him. Yeah, I remember seeing a tweet that was something like, you know, people don't go to Paul McCartney concerts expecting him to, you know, have him sound like how he did in the 60s. They go to a Paul McCartney concert to see Paul McCartney. I might have given him too big of a neck. I don't know. Maybe I'll exaggerate his mouth a bit to make him look more frustrated at Domino. Like, I don't know if I want to do angry Paul McCartney. Like, I know, just gritting his teeth in frustration. I don't know if I want to make him look like he's mortally offended by Domino or something. There is only one time I can think of when Paul looked really angry, but it wasn't for real anyway. It was when he was answering like a bunch of Google questions or something on YouTube. And there was one question, we don't see what it is. He like peels something off, he reads it, and he goes, "How dare you ask me that?" And then he pretends to get angry and like tears up the question and throws it away. And you can hear the cameraman like laughing. That's the like one time I can think where Paul looked really pissed off. But that was just pretend anger anyway. But it still was kind of funny. Draw one of his eyes just to make it look more like he's looking. Maybe. Yeah, add just a subtle wrinkles to, you know, make it clear this is an older Paul McCartney, not like him from the 60s or anything. Okay, how much more? 3 more minutes. I'll just, yeah, trying to figure out how Donna's body will look. I might refine the sketch more later, when using some actual proper references rather than just drawing off the top of my head. Maybe it's the top of the pie looks a little charred. It's a flaming pie. I'm not being too detailed with the fire, just I bring you fire. Do, 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 do. Okay, those. I wonder if I'll finish this right before the pie is ready. Looking at it, it's pretty brown. I'm a little concerned maybe I burned it, but we'll see. Oh, 1.5 more minutes. Yeah, this cooking stream / baking stream just became an impromptu drawing stream. There's Domino's toes. One-minute warning. And just redo his belly button. Oh. All right. Well, okay, there's my rough doodle of Domino and Paul McCartney. I don't know if I won't know how this will look in when I upload the video, so I don't know if chat is gonna get in the way. But I'll just close up. There's Paul. There's Domino with the flaming pie. So anyway, the pie is all done. So let's take it out. I guess I'll put the camera here on next to the stove, so we can all marvel at how wonderful it came out or how crappy it came out. All right. There we go. I think I might have overdone it. But these are flaming pies. Yeah, so. Oh well. I'll put this in the fridge just to let it cool. I think maybe I should have used more cream and milk just to make it more liquidy. I think I didn't understand how much a fluid ounce was. But oh well. Oh, just a bit of crust came out. Yeah, I think I might have burned it a bit. But oh well. Probably could have used more cream and milk. But that's yeah. I guess a note to myself next time. But I guess I'll try some of the stew though. Get that on camera. So just a moment. Bookmark and drawing. All right. I guess I could put the camera back on the counter over here just so you get a full view of Kitchen Stadium. Yeah. So, again, wash my hands after touching all my art stuff. Alexa, start a timer for 30 minutes.
30 minutes. Starting now.
Yeah, I'm giving it 30 minutes to cool down. I'll at least try the stew on stream. Yeah, you've heard of Garfield Eats? Well, this is GuineaPigDan Eats. Oh shoot, where did I put the spoon? Oh, well, I'll just use another one. Okay, let's give this a try. Alright. Can I withstand my own cooking? Let's find out. Actually, this is pretty good. I survived another day with my own food. Right. There we go. You know, maybe that's another idea, like future art streams or, you know, Twitch streams or whatever. You know, maybe I become a mukbang creator or something and just gorge myself. I don't know, Nikocado avocado style. And then do a thing where I lose all the weight and people call that his villain arc or whatever. Well, anyway, the pie probably could have come out better. Yeah, I think I burned it a bit, and I probably should have put in more milk and cream. But oh well. Hello, Kit. But at least the stew came out nice, and I like how the sketch came out. I'll probably work on it a bit more later, along with the bigger drawings I did on Tuesday. So anyway, I think that's all for tonight. I hope you all had a good pie day. The pie is going to be cooling for quite a while, so I'm not going to try it on stream. Sorry. Maybe I'll show a picture of it on Blue Sky or something later. So anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this cooking/art stream with me. So GuineaPigDan here. Bye everybody. And I guess I'll imitate Howard Bloom a bit. You know, when he tries to end a video, now it's time for that pesky off button. Where is it? Oh, I think I found it right here. Bye.